These are the games I played in October. Alright everyone, hope you're doing well. Thanks for pressing play once again. I'm the man they call Pixel Paul, and these are the games I played in October. My monthly recap, showing you what I've been playing, what I've been trying from my games collection. Do this every single month. Usually takes about half an hour. I'm going to try and keep this brief, which might be a struggle actually, because I feel like I've played a huge amount of games this month. Not all of them finished or anything like that, but I just try games, I dabble in games, that sort of thing. You know what, you know the score. So yeah, let's get straight into it. First off is just a quick recap on two games that I mentioned in last month's recap. I have now finished both of these two games. So Psychonauts 2, that was my game of the month for September. Absolutely loved it. I was so close to finishing it for the last video, but I have finished it now. Absolutely loved it. Final boss was a bit of a pain. Managed to get through it though. Absolutely love this game. Brilliant game. That was my game of the month for September, as was Rogue Flight. I really enjoyed this too. I finished this sort of. There's kind of like two branching lines through the game that I think I've finished now. I think there's still plenty to play in there. But in general, I feel like I've sort of finished this game. But there's plenty of replayability to it as well, so I did enjoy that one, Rogue Flight. So those are just two recap games. You won't see these again now, because I think I've shown these games in about 3 or 4 videos, so yeah, happy with those two. Sticking with PlayStation 5, I have now started a new game on there. I did kind of start another PS4 game. I'll show you that one first. So I did start to play Nier Automata. I just wanted to give it a quick look, see what it was like, because everybody raves about this game, I know, and I was quietly impressed, but I kind of played it just before I was going away, and I just thought, well, I'm going to give it a quick go, but when I get back, I'll see how the land lies, see what games I need to play, and maybe I'll make a proper start on this. I don't know if I'm going to go back to it straight away, but what I have played of it so far, really enjoyed it. Really impressive game, amazing kind of level design, game design, very unique, very special. I know everybody knows about this game. I'm just very new to it. I've not played this one or the first one before. So, whoa, yeah, impressed with that one. I will be going back to it. Don't know if I'll be going back to it straight away, but yeah, so far so good. Sticking with PlayStation 5 though, I also had a quick go of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. One-on-one beat 'em up. Not played a huge amount of Fatal Fury, if any Fatal Fury games. It's quite good, quite enjoyed it. I've not played a huge amount of it. Feels like there's a big learning curve with this beat 'em up. Street Fighter, I can just go straight into a Street Fighter game and just pick it up and go with it. And most other beat 'em ups I'm a bit like that as well. You know, Mortal Kombat. Fatal Fury, I think there's quite a skill to it, I think. So I need a bit more time with Fatal Fury, but certainly graphically it looks great. Big character roster on there. Controls seem quite technical, quite you know, like a bit more technical compared to what I'm used to with other beat 'em ups. But yeah, interesting that one. I will try and persevere with that one. Right, it has been quite a big month retro wise as well. I've been trying, partly because I picked up the Mega Drive and the Master System converter. I've also picked up a few sort of like SNES games and Mega Drive games, so I'll go on to that next. I'll go for Mega Drive first, so I'll just grab these. Right. So I played Strider on the Mega Drive. Great game. Didn't get very far in it, but gave it a decent go. But yeah, still need to play it a little bit more. I also tried Terminator 2, the arcade game. So I've never played this version before. I've played the arcade game version. I've played the Game Boy version, which I really quite liked back in the day. To get that game onto the Game Boy actually took some doing, but yeah, played this one and pleasantly surprised. I think it's alright actually. It's not a bad version of it, obviously playing without the Menacer gun or anything like that, just playing with the D-pad. But yeah, quite like that. Terminator 2, the arcade game, not bad at all. And I also, now this game I've had for ages. I bought this probably over 10 years ago. When I wasn't particularly collecting for the Mega Drive. I think I got this from, I think I ordered it from Game Station second hand. Got it quite cheap. Like I say, we're talking over 10 years ago when Game Station was still around. And I ordered it online. I remember I ordered this and something else, and I can't think what it was. But anyway, I think I played it a little bit when I got it, but didn't think too much of it. and I've never touched it since. So I went back and just thought, I'm going to give this a quick go, because I've got my new Mega Drive, original Mega Drive console now. So I was going through a couple of games, like I said, and just thought I'll give this one a quick look at. Rolling Thunder 2. Now, this is a cheap as chips kind of game, but again, I was actually quite pleasantly surprised with this. I just remember not thinking much of it when I first got it, but actually it's not bad. I quite enjoyed it. It's got this weird one more go kind of feel to it. It's tough. It's a really tough game. But yeah, something about it. It's kind of like I wouldn't say run and gun. It is sort of a run and gun platform type game. You basically run left to right. You can jump up onto ledges, hide in doors, that sort of thing. Take cover behind barrels and boxes, the usual type of stuff. Yeah, but I quite enjoyed it. I do want to carry on playing this a little bit more, because, like I say, I think I got to maybe the 3rd level, and it is pretty tough. There was a challenge to it, but it just had something about it. It was just a bit of a pleasant surprise. It's been sat in my collection for so long. I thought I'll give it a go, and yeah, pleasantly surprised with that one, Rolling Thunder 2. So yeah, quite liked that. I've also been playing some loose cartridge Mega Drive games. Well, one loose cartridge Mega Drive game. So I played Crew Ball, which is a pinball game. Alright, enjoyed that. It's not bad, just pinball game. But yeah, pleasantly surprised with that one too. Recent pickup, Snowboard Kids for the N64. I was playing that the other day. Not played it for years and years. I was surprised at how there's a bit of a challenge to this game. It's basically snowboarding, a bit like with Mario Kart elements in it. But yeah, it's quite, I don't know, maybe it was just how I was playing it on the day, but I don't want to say I found it tough. But yeah, I didn't do particularly well in it. But yeah, it's a good game, that one. A lot of fun, that. This one's not. Now, I knew this one wasn't going to be. I knew this game was not good. When I bought it partly because I just wanted to see how bad it actually was. And it is absolutely terrible. It's an absolute stinker of a game. Pit Fighter on the Super Nintendo. So I only picked it up for a couple of quid, I think it were. Just to sort of satisfy my curiosity, just to see how bad it really was. And it is a truly rotten version of this game. Now, Pit Fighter, like the arcade game, was never the greatest game ever. It wasn't the greatest game ever. It was heavily reliant on its kind of digitized graphics, which were sort of relatively new at the time. Obviously, then made famous by like Mortal Kombat. So yeah, it had that, and not a lot else to it. But this version of it is absolutely wretched. It can't be far off the NES version of it, or the Master System version of it, probably closer. It does not look like a Super Nintendo game. Absolutely rotten controls. It is just basically hammering a punch button and seeing if you can win. If your opponent catches you once, that's pretty much the game done. He will just keep hitting you, and there's no comeback from it. It's an absolutely wretched game, but I'm quite happy to have it in a way, because I don't know, there shouldn't be a reason why I'm happy to have it. It's just awful, absolutely awful game. So the Pit Fighter on the SNES, sort of pleased to have played it to a degree. We've also been playing, because I had the N64 out for Snowboard Kids, finally tried this game out, Wipeout 64. Had this for a while now. I think I got it earlier in the year, but just not had a chance to try it. And yeah, not bad Wipeout game. It's not that much different to any of the other Wipeout games, really. Very sort of similar to the PlayStation 1 games. Graphically a bit smoother looking, rather, compared to like the sharper, possibly jaggier looking PlayStation versions, perhaps. But yeah, it actually works quite well with the N64 thumbstick on the controller. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that one. Not bad game at all. There's a whole story behind Wipeout 64 and Psygnosis, wasn't there? And I think they fell out with PlayStation because they made this game. I don't know. Maybe you can let me know about more of that story in the comments. But yeah, quite happy with that one. Not bad game, Wipeout 64. Right, we'll stick briefly with the retro stuff. This is the last, I think, of the retro No, it's not actually. We'll go to the... No, we'll go with these first. It's obviously been Halloween in October. So Halloween night, I had a quick go of Dr. Franken. I always play Dr. Franken on Halloween. Great game on the Game Boy. Do enjoy that one. And I usually play this as well, actually. Quickly, anyway. Zombies on the SNES. A great game. I love the zombies on the SNES. So glad I picked this up. I think this was last year I got this again. I had a cartridge version of it, so I've had it for a while, but the boxed version got last year. Zombies, such a great game for Halloween. Perfect B-movie zombie type game. Just, yeah, so much fun, that game. Love that one. And then the last on the retro theme. So obviously I got the Mega Drive with my Master System converter. So towards the start of October. So I've been playing some of the Master System games. And you'll have seen in that video, if you watched it, that I did try some of the games, and some of them worked, some of them didn't. They do all work now, so I've been able to play them, have a decent play at them. So I played a bit more of G-Lock, which is okay, quite like that. A little bit more of Marble Madness. I played this quite a lot because I had it on the NES, so I've not played that one quite as much as the others. Speedball, which was the main reason for me starting the Master System collection. A little bit underwhelmed with that one. I knew it wasn't going to be as good as Speedball 2 because it's an older game, it's the first game. But yeah, it just didn't quite grab me. It's a bit slow, a bit cumbersome, doesn't feel quite as fluid and fast paced as Speedball 2. It's not going to, I suppose, is it? But it was alright. I'm quite happy to have it in the collection and everything, but I'm a little bit disappointed with it. And probably my favourite Master System game that I've got so far. I've got Land of Illusion, but I've not played that yet. This is, weirdly, probably my favourite so far. Partly, I think, because it's a bit of nostalgia, because I did play this back in the day at a friend's house and quite liked it. Transbot on the Master System. It's one of the most basic looking Master System front covers out there. But I quite like Transbot. It's a very simple, straightforward side-scrolling shoot 'em up. It kind of reminds me a little bit in a way of Solar Striker on the Game Boy, in that it's very sort of basic. There's not a huge amount to it, but I just quite liked it. I like the music in this as well. The music was so memorable when I first booted this up and heard the title screen and then the main music in the game. Just a bit of a nostalgia trip for me, having already played it a little bit in the past. So yeah, I quite like Transport. It's probably not the most fashionable Master System collector's game or anything like that, but I quite like it. Quite enjoyed that one. So those are the Master System games. What else? Well, what else? Quite a bit, actually. And like I said, I think I've got most of the stuff that I played this month, but I'm sure there was one or two others that I've played and I've completely forgotten about. But while I'm sort of on the Sega theme, moving on to PlayStation, I also booted up the Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. Why, when you've got a Mega Drive? Well, I don't know. It was just sat there and I thought I'll give it a go and have a look at some of the games that I haven't got or won't be able to play. And in particular, Streets of Rage 3. I gave Streets of Rage 3 another go. I used to have it back in the day. Sold it. And probably won't be able to afford to buy that for a long time. I don't think, anyway. But yeah, Streets of Rage 3, gave that another go. Very good game, isn't it? It's just like the other two Streets of Rage games. The one thing that kind of popped back into my head when I started to play it was the player select or character select screen music. Oh my god, that's awful, that music. Streets of Rage is known for its amazing soundtracks, but that piece of music is so annoying. It's unbelievably annoying. So you just have to select your character very, very quickly. Did I play something else on this? I'm trying to think if I did. I think someone mentioned was it Game Ground? I think someone mentioned, was it on Instagram or something? So I think I had a quick look at Game Ground. That's a weird game. Not one I don't think I'd rush to play. I think it was Game Ground. I'm sure that was on there. Was there anything else? No, I think that was it. I think it was just mainly... Did I look at Golden Axe? I might have looked at Golden Axe. But it was Streets of Rage 3 that I was mainly interested in. That's what I went to have a look at. So yeah, played a little bit of that. Xbox-wise, once again this month, it has been not the console that I've gone to. I had a quick go of... on Xbox One and Game Pass, I did try out Gears of War Reloaded. Reloaded, isn't it? Yeah. I had a quick look at Gears of War Reloaded. Gears of War, just amazing game, absolutely amazing. I couldn't tell a huge amount of difference between that reloaded version and the ultimate version. I'm sure there are differences, there must be differences, but I only played that one last year, and it didn't sort of stand out as anything drastically different between the two. So I'm not sure if there is, I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting it on the PlayStation 5 at some point, just weirdly, just to sort of play it on PlayStation. It's such a weird time. We've just had Halo announced, the campaign evolved. Yeah, it's just bizarre that those Xbox games are ending up on PlayStation. Will we see the other way around? Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I did give that one a quick go. But Xbox wise, I haven't played a huge amount. I haven't played anything. I did try to play some original Xbox games, but I had an issue with my Xbox console. I don't know, I might need to look at getting a new Xbox, I think, because the games that I wanted to play are not compatible on the 360. Tron was one of them, Tron 2.0. So that might be something I'll have to look into. But I'm in no great rush, because just at the moment the Xbox is just not, it's not my go-to console, and I am wondering about whether to really condense down my Xbox 360 collection, because like I say, I'm just not going to it as much. So I'm wondering whether to, I'm not going to get rid of everything Xbox, but I am wondering whether to condense it down a little bit, because I do tend to collect more for PlayStation these days. So it's something I'm going to maybe have to think about, I think, over the next month or two, maybe in the new year, because I'm just not getting around to playing Xbox at the moment. Anyway, so moving on, what else did we have? Yes, there's 2 more games, so I'll just mention this one as well. So I played this one, 3 more games. I played this one while I was on holiday, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith on a Nintendo DS. So I always take some handheld games to play when we go away or anything like that. Played through that one. Really underrated game. I don't know if it's underrated or just missed. It's just a game people possibly missed. It's a decent game, this one. Very much a scrolling beat 'em up in the Star Wars world, set around Episode 3. I finished Anakin's playthrough. I have not played Obi-Wan's playthrough yet, but yeah, Anakin's sort of playthrough is very good. It's just a good game. I just enjoyed every minute, every level of it. It's a little bit repetitive perhaps, but there's some really decent kind of 3D shoot 'em up type bits in it as well, which I think the game itself is very similar, if not the same, as the Game Boy Advance version, except the Game Boy Advance version's flying sections were top down shooter type bits, whereas this is done in 3D and it's a bit more like Star Fox or Star Fox Command perhaps. So yeah, it's just a bit of a surprise, this one, and I really enjoyed playing through Anakin's story. But yeah, I'm going to give Obi-Wan's story a go as well. The only other game I played while I was away, and I've got my PSP back now. Where is it? It's there. Yay! Love this. Nice to have the PSP back. I did go with the intention of playing a few PlayStation Portable games. I've even got my bag with them all in there still, lined up to play. But I didn't actually play that many. I only played one, MotorStorm Arctic Edge. For some reason, I just got into this, and I was playing it quite a bit actually. Got through quite a few sort of tracks and races. It's a good game actually, this, for the PSP. It's quite impressive. Moves along at a fair pace. There's a bit of a challenge to it. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed that one. So yeah, pick those up. Yeah, I think, is that everything? No, it's not. So the main sort of game that I've been playing this month, once I finished Psychonauts 2, I've kind of gone through Rogue Flight. I'm still kind of playing, I can't remember the name of the game now. Headhunter, is it? Not Headhunter. It's totally gone. I've completely forgotten what the name of the game is. I'm still playing one on the PlayStation 5. But yeah, I've been mainly playing this one because I got it last month, and I've been trying to commit to certain games in each month. So I've been playing this one. And because I'm just checking to see if there was anything else, there isn't anything else. Because of the holiday, I had a bit of a break from it. It's a game you can probably, or a lot of people probably could smash through in, you know, a night, 2 nights, 3 nights. But I've kind of just been able to sort of dip into it every now and then. But really, really enjoying it. The Puppeteer. Yes, so The Puppeteer. I sort of classed this in my sort of wish list of games to get. This was up there with kind of like Folklore. Now, Folklore, you probably might remember if you've been watching. I spoke about Folklore, getting it, really excited for it, and felt really kind of underwhelmed with that game. So I was a bit worried that this was going to be more of the same because it had sort of that similar cult status about it. But no, I've been playing it. I'm really enjoying it. It's very much like a 2D platformer type game. It reminds me so much of Sackboy and the Little Big Planet games. It's very similar in the way it kind of controls and handles. It's got a similar kind of almost British sense of humour to it as well. It's very sort of quirky, very well done though. It's very done as a sort of almost stage play kind of setting, which is kind of odd. It's hard to describe.
In the next room, they found another mountain, no, ocean of gold. But to Kutaro, these riches were just another obstacle to surmount. The question was, how far could he get with a puppet's body, a few hand-me-down heads, magical scissors, a knight's shield, ninja bombs, and a pirate book?
Hey, I bet you could yank the screw loose. You lit the fuse! Jeez! We must be right under the main deck.
How did ye get out? We locked you in with a treasure.
Aye, but goddess intervened. Return me ship, or swim with the fishes.
Never. Finders keepers.
Why?
Lieutenant Kataro, we have to get to the Moonstone shards first. A shark! How did a shark get on deck?
Generals Pig and Sheep had been using Gat's ship to capture marine life and test out a malevolent magical oil. It was just the captain against the dastardly horror. Mano,
But yeah, I've just really enjoyed this so far. There's a decent enough challenge to it. I wouldn't say it's difficult particularly. Some of the bosses are a little bit... You have to work out where you're supposed to go with them. There's an element of almost Shadow of Colossus to them in that you have to try and work out how to get to the bosses to beat them in a way. But yeah, just overall, I just have so far really enjoyed The Puppeteer. I think I've nearly finished it. I'm not far off finishing this now. I think I've played it enough and enjoyed it enough to probably give The Puppeteer my game of the month as well for October. Yeah, I think that is definitely the one that I'd pick for this month that I've enjoyed the most. Still playing it, nearly finished it, I think. But yeah, very unique, very quirky, very hard to explain in a way as well. It's very dark. There's I mentioned this sort of sense of humour to it, very British. It's a quite dark sense of humour as well. But some of there's like a narrator who talks over the top in a very almost like Stephen Fry type voice. Bit like Little Big Planet. some of the sort of dialogue that he comes out with is quite funny. Again, quite dark though. But yeah, just very impressed with this game. Right up my street, and I've just really enjoyed playing it so far. So that's it. Those are the games that I played in October. I say that's it. There was quite a lot there, really. I know I've not finished a lot of them, but a lot of them are kind of pick up and play type games. That's the way I sort of do my gaming over the month. But yeah, really enjoying the Puppeteer, enjoying that game. Really loving the Master System and loving getting back into the Mega Drive stuff again as well. It's been, you know, part sort of nostalgia trip, part catching up for me with Mega Drive. So enjoying that as well. I have picked up recently a couple of new N64 games and a new Super Nintendo game. I have played those, but probably not enough to sort of justify them being in this month's recap, if you like. So they'll probably be in next month's, and I'll let you know what I think of those games as well. So hope you enjoyed this one. If you've played any of those games, let me know in the comments. I'll always try to reply, and I shall see you next month.